to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, just a few, well, let's start with a few things. The antics are over here and there. If anything happens, just follow around. You'll be the first one out the door. We are following the rules and procedures adopted by this board earlier this year. Please turn off any of your cell phones, silence them, just do whatever you gotta do so that we don't get disturbed. Okay, with that, we have the first item is the approval of minutes of June 18th. Everybody get a chance to review them? Any comments? Anybody would like to move them? Moved by Adrian, seconded by Doug. Any other comments? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Any nays? I don't think so. Okay, legal notices were published. Order of business will be as in the agendas on the table there. First item up is PB 2025-0601. Virginia Gerlach. I'm going to let Doug run that one because my brother is a member of Mark's Engineering and part of the team that worked on this. So I'm going to recuse myself and go sit down until it's over. Go ahead, Doug.
All right, so let's see, it's PB 2025-0601. Final subdivision plat approval with conditions. Anyone here? You want to just give us a rundown on what you're doing? I think it's just subdividing two parcels basically.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
About it, really. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, you previous meeting, accepted the application as complete. All conditions of preliminary were made and we're ready to go. You know, what can I say?
All right, sounds good. Dan, do you have anything else?
I don't have anything else. The draft resolution that's been proposed to you guys is just technical, mostly in nature, for a couple changes on the final that needs to be submitted, and we should be good.
Okay. Oh, you have anything?
Also,
Thanks.
Yeah, MRB Group did review the final plans. We did offer a couple of minor comments. I believe they're captured on the resolution that's before you, so I don't have any issues.
Or Adrian? Good report, you too. Did the applicant get a chance to read the conditions and are you okay with these?
did read them, yes.
Okay. In that case, give it a motion to waive the reading.
I'll second.
All right. Try to take a roll call vote, please.
Yep, Jim DeLucia.
Aye.
Dougie.
Aye.
Adrian Goss.
Aye.
Carry.
All right.
That's the quiet.
That was. Sounds paid.
You need to submit with the changes to the draft resolution, the finals to be signed, and then it gets filed with the county. So you would submit it to us with the corrections made. We'll review it. If everything's been adjusted correctly, the staff will sign it. We'll give it back to you. Then you take it to the county to be filed, and it's official.
So do I take it then back to Dave Farinello?
Yes, you need to let him know because he has to make some adjustments to the map.
Okay.
And then he'll submit it to us to be signed. It has to be a Mylar. And we'll tell you when it's signed, and then it's up to you to take it to the county, and then you would let us know when it's been filed with the county.
Yeah, they'll give you a receipt, which shows the page in the library for the filing.
Mhm.
Just make a copy of that, bring it to Dan in the building department and get your approval. They'll give you a new tax account number for the house, a tax account number for the parcel.
Okay,
Cool.
it's going to, I mean, they're going to be farming. So,
That's right.
okay,
That's great. Love young farmers. We need you.
And once all that's been done, then the site plan can be filed and we can go through that.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure whether I'm supposed to contact Dave, or do you do that?
I believe, John, the draft resolution was sent to him as well, right?
Yeah.
You'll get a copy of this.
Oh, oh, okay,
But
Yeah, and I,
it truly is your responsibility to follow up.
yes,
He should take care of it.
okay, wonderful, okay.
yeah, if that doesn't work, there's a guy named Brian that works for that engineering firm.
You know, my brother down there, he'll take care of it.
We know,
If he doesn't, let me know.
they know Brian.
Yeah.
And me and
Good guy, by the way.
Yeah.
Gives you any trouble, let me know.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you, everyone.
thank you. Next item up is PB 2025-0602, Ryan and Ashley. Ryan, you're online?
Yes, sir.
Okay, give us a little update on what's changed on the final site plan. I assume you just did what was from the preliminary?
Yeah, I talked to Mike Green. He said he made the corrections on Monday and resubmitted it, and that's all he said.
Okay,
I do have a comment. We did respond back to them stating that we appreciate him updating it that quickly, but again, those are a draft, and depending on what happens tonight, there might be other changes.
Right.
And until meeting happens and you guys vote,
okay, Ron,
no, I have no.
you good? Anything else, Dan?
the fire marshal did have some comments that have been addressed in the conditions on this one.
Okay.
The reason they came at final, he was out, on maternity when preliminary came through. So he did not get a good chance to look at it, but that's why we have preliminary and finals, and,
There you go.
that's why there's a few extra conditions that we would normally have seen at preliminary,
Okay,
but they have been addressed.
okay. Olive,
I'm all set.
Lance,
Yeah, we did issue a comment letter on this as well. We had a couple of comments, minor in nature. Those are captured in the resolution that's before you.
okay, board have any other comments? Ryan, did you get a chance to review the resolution, draft resolution?
I did, sir.
You're okay with it?
Yes.
Okay, with that, do I have a motion to waive reading and approve the resolution as presented?
Motion by Tim.
Motion by Tim, seconded by
Doug?
Doug. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Lucia.
Aye.
Doug Beats.
Aye.
Adrian Velez. Ed Chair.
Aye. Okay, you're good to go, Ryan.
Thank you, sir.
As we just said, get with your engineer, make sure everything's taken care of that was on the resolution and get it in for signature and we'll be good to go.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks a lot.
Yep, thanks.
Okay, PB 2025-0603, Nick and Phyllis. Anyone here? No? No? Anybody online? No? Okay, Ron, it's up to you then.
Yeah, this application was recently subdivided. The only concern we have is wanting to have the tax map account that's been created by the county for the new parcel. It was filed in the county clerk's office on Friday and has gone over to the real property office. So we should be getting that account number, and we want that on the map to show that it's a
Pretty-
site plan for that.
Pretty simple. And
Yeah, the site plan covered everything. It's a simple, single family residence, so, we have no additional comments.
okay, Paula,
All that?
Lance,
I have no comments.
board,
Obviously, your recommendation for them to take cookies to the neighbors, because there's nobody here tonight.
I guess. Okay, I forgot about that one. Anybody have any other comments? Do I have a motion?
We're just making this to schedule for our next meeting, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. This is just accepting the application for scheduling for a public meeting.
For the meeting,
I'm sorry. Okay,
so the,
with that, do I have a motion to waive reading and approve this resolution?
so
Moved by Adrian, seconded by.
Doug?
Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Lucia.
Aye.
Doug Beats.
Aye.
Adrian Velez.
Aye.
Ed Chair.
Aye. Thanks, Adrian. Keep me on track
I
here.
should have done it for today.
Yeah. All right, we got that. Okay, other board actions, partial letter of credit, everything's up to speed on that one. No questions, no issues.
Out there today, they're making great progress. The concrete curbs are in, the gutters are being poured and the
Nice.
hose is being lined up. They're still targeting for dedication here in July, early August.
Nice.
Hopefully we can get that done and close off Woodbridge.
Okay, motion to approve that letter of credit.
So move.
Moved by Doug, seconded by. Tim, any other comments? We'll take a roll call vote, please.
DeLucia. Aye. Stephanie. Aye. Hayden Rose. Aye.
Aye. Okay, next item up is continued discussion on the text amendments to 144. I read through there. I didn't see anything that stood out to me that needed changing. Anybody else have a chance to review those?
Yeah, I just had a couple questions. On page 2, it talks about all the different like requirements of transportation to sewage. Should we also be including like electrical in that with the issues we've been having now?
Well, you know,
Or does
that's,
that create issues?
it's an interesting observation. Because seeker, doesn't recognize the utility companies as any involved agencies, which normally they have to issue permits for. And I have for a long time argued that that ought to be amended, but it hadn't. But yet the seeker form, if you look at it, talks about the availability of gas, electricity and whatnot. If you also look at the seeker criteria, the applications for approval of a developed lot with provisions of utilities, gas and electric, is a type 2 action, doesn't require any review. So, I mean, there's some issues there, okay? For us to require that would then,
Issues.
yeah, that would be above and beyond, and we have to go to DEC and.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we wanna go there yet.
Yeah, but it's something that we could consider for.
Absolutely.
You know, is this, how are you going, how are your?
You-
I mean, I'm not worried about single family homes or, something.
It would definitely be something for you to consider in your rules of procedure that you want to identify for these subdivision tracks.
Yeah.
Interested agencies being the local utilities.
Good.
Okay.
Do that.
Well, that was kind of what I was thinking. I just wanted to, you know more about it than I do.
Oh, I don't know.
Ask that question. This is all the issues we can hear about.
Yeah.
So.
It's just one of the quirks that exists and
Yeah.
so far, nobody's done anything with it.
Then, on page 15, it's talking about the stormwater management and erosion plans.
He demands. These
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
go over here.
On since this is only subdivision section of the code, right? What is this, I mean, you could do subdivision without having a stormwater plan, correct?
You can, but you should always take it into consideration. I mean, we don't want to have issues with stormwater with a subdivision. I mean, let's take the subdivision right over here that we're looking at. I mean, we're looking at stormwater already because of the wetlands, and so there is consideration to stormwater when we're doing a subdivision. And do I think that we need to dive in as deep as we would with a site plan? No. But I think we should at least have it in there for consideration.
Okay, I guess the part I was getting a little hung up on is as part of all preliminary and final subdivision plat. So,
That we would at least look at to make sure that we are not creating lots that are going to be unusable by stormwater considerations.
gotcha, so it's up to your determination then, basically, as I'm rereading this now,
Yeah.
it's up to you to decide whether or not.
To say, hey, should we look at this now or should we look at it as site plan?
Okay,
Does that make sense?
yeah, it does, yeah.
I mean, we can adjust it more if we.
No, because it says, shall be determined by town code enforcement
Right.
officer, the town's stormwater, management officer. So I mean, it's basically giving you that authority to
If,
make that determination if we need it.
if we need it. And
Yeah.
that's the important part is
Okay,
if we need it
yeah,
or you guys feel that we need it, We have the authority to do
discuss that, and then you have the authority to
Yes.
require that as part
Yeah,
of the
that authority is already there in section 74 of the code, is it?
74 is,
One of those
Okay,
anyways,
Yeah.
and basically, all this is doing is tying it back to Dan, which
yeah,
heretofore hadn't existed.
yep, no, I got it, now that I reread that, that is me. So that-
Ron is correct. That is chapter 74 that gives me the authority and powers within the code.
For the stormwater, yeah. Yeah, I just saw that as part of all preliminary final, that's what got my attention, but then I didn't read the first couple sentences. They should have there. The only other thing I have is on page 25, is talking about like, features on the site that could, cause, it to be not considered developable. And one of the items in there was, on a natural geological feature such as a drumlin, but are there other natural geological features that we would be concerned with, or is it mainly just drumlins?
It'd be steep slopes that aren't mountains.
Right.
Is that defined anywhere? I just would, you just see that getting into, splitting hairs with definitions, kind of. So I don't know, that was just one of those questions I had, if there was.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the conservation board to get back because as you saw in there, we are defining more responsibility for their involvement. And hopefully at some point in time, there'll be a conservation board member here to help the planning board in its deliberations.
Okay,
To answer your question, I don't think that's a concern. If it becomes one, we can always amend it
okay.
at a later date.
Yeah, I was just curious if there was other stuff that was already intended to be included in that. I just thought if that was the case, maybe we ought to just list out more of those features, but it just leaves it open a little bit to.
Baby steps.
Yeah, gotcha. See what happens with it and just as needed. Is it?
Okay, Tim, you got anything else? I know you
No,
had some comments last time.
yeah, I had the clarification, last meeting, and I read through it again, and there's no other questions.
Okay, Adrian? And that was good. Lance,
Nope, I'm good as well.
okay? Public, anything?
Yeah.
You are the public.
The public is just listening and taking notes, thank you.
Okay, all right. Anything else, Ron, you're looking for us from? I mean, do you want us to do a resolution?
I think it would be good, not necessarily a resolution, but it would be good for you to communicate back to me or the town board saying you completed your review and your concerns were addressed in the minutes of tonight's meeting and recommend that the town board take this into consideration in the near future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, by all means, add that in there.
Well, this chapter was way outdated, so it definitely needed
Yes.
a lot of help. Ron has done a tremendous job here.
Is he in?
To update it and to bring it to the standards that we've been truly enforcing. So
Good.
this is good to have the code behind us.
Okay, with that, discussions, Director of Development.
Okay, if you remember at the last planning board meeting, you granted Mr. Matisse 90 days
Yes.
to with the apron pavement installed on the cell tower over there on Kite Road. I had an email today from Tim. G&A paving is going to be there tomorrow. So that worked out very well. Creekwood Townhomes went over there with Dave Oriens and the highway superintendent today. That is coming along rather nicely. And they'll be hopefully able to open that up so that we can close off Wood Drive Bridge in the near future. Uh,
I want to actually remind or suggest to supervisors that they provide some additional enforcement of speed and stuff like that in there once that does open up, because, you know, people now find the news of it being a new racetrack for them to shoot down through there, because those are pretty straight roads, so.
if you remember the Cook property over there on 332 and 41, the
Yes.
incentive zoning project. It's been now named Farmington Meadows. And I've heard from Jess Sudo that they have scrapped the design of the apartment townhouse buildings that they had.
With the entrances through the garage.
Yeah, and as a result, it's less dense than what they had proposed.
That'll make all of us happy.
I,
Make sure they got some parking there and not in somebody else's front yard.
yeah, I complimented, I said, keep up the good work. With chapter 144, hopefully the conservation board won't have any surprises and we can get that moving along
Good.
here next month. Chapter 59, is it water and sewer? Or is that backyard burials?
That's backyard burials.
Okay, backyard burials. Have we discussed this briefly? Well, that's something that needs to be worked on and hopefully the town board will move it along here this month towards some form of adoption.
I provided you with my personal comments on that. Yeah.
Just so that everybody's on the same page, the ambulance corps is now caught up in the new DEC regulations on wetlands, which means that they are subject to some delay in getting started with site construction. Just like Sheer Alexander over here in the corner. But they are continuing to, I believe, proceed with the interior work of the building over there.
The demolition of the
Yeah.
interior work. They're not doing any building, they're just taking down what they don't need.
They're not affecting the structure that's there. And then we anxiously anticipate August 8th, town board meeting where the town board will be receiving the new application for Farmington Market Center over there at top.
My wife asked me that question today. Well, what? I said, don't even ask.
Right.
And I'll leave all the other unknowns to Dan.
August 8th or July 8th?
August.
It's a Friday.
Well, whatever that second Tuesday is in August. Well, okay.
That's why I thought you were talking about next week. I think the town board meeting's next week on the 8th. That's why I thought you
Yeah.
were off a month, so that's why I asked.
Anything else, Ron?
That's it for now.
Actually, I'm gonna update that we just received an email, just before this meeting started. That group for the Farmington Market Center wants to meet on the 17th of July with all property owners in that area, so they are trying to coordinate that, and they want to bring DOT in, so maybe there will be some more discussions to come, I think.
Interesting.
All right, I don't know if he has more or not, but.
I think we're good. You're up, Dan.
All right, so, new software, to give you guys an update, I will be turning that on for you guys here in probably the next week. So that you can start looking at it, we'll start sending you some stuff. What I would like to do is your August 6th meeting, so not your next meeting on July 16th, but your August 6th meeting. If possible, meet with this board at 6:30. To just go over all the ins and outs of that. That will give me time to work with the chairman, John Robitella and Ron, to get them up to speed on everything before we get the rest of the board up to speed.
It's okay with me. You guys okay with 6:30?
Good.
Okay, good,
All right,
good.
so The plan is in August to be running both the OneDrive and iWork. And the goal is by our September meeting to have switched all into the new software and not use the OneDrive anymore.
Okay,
That's the goal. If we need more time, that's fine. I want you guys to know what I'm thinking. And, that will have, Paul will be here, for the August meeting. Like I said, I think we can get the majority of it out of the way in a half hour, especially if you're already in it a little bit. When I send you the link for your login, they're only good for 24 hours. So if you happen to see that email that's longer than 24 hours, just let me know and I'll send you another one. Okay, so
I'll give you a heads, so, open another one, or just put me on the following week if you want to schedule it or something.
that's fine. They might,
I'll give you that heads up now, if there's a window, so.
depending on workload, they might come out tomorrow, but I want to give myself a little cushion, so I'm saying next week. So I might be able to get yours set up tomorrow, and because I had to do each one of you. Okay, well,
I'm leaving tomorrow morning driving.
oh, okay, then I will just push you off.
You
till-
better push me off, I guess, I'm sorry.
No, that's absolutely fine.
Just telling the truth right now.
We have so that's the new software. It's going well. Been a couple little hiccups, but we're getting people to submit online. For the most part, it's been pretty positive. From account, okay. From accounting, it's been really good. So that's been running very smooth. I've been working with Janine a lot, and we're very happy to see the progress on that. On other things that the department's been working on, we've been working very diligently on a pro housing survey for the town board. The town board showed its intent to be a pro housing community, which was great. And we've been well within the requirements because you have to show 2% growth, and we are way above that in residential growth. But the forms that are required for the state are very detailed and time consuming. So we
politically correct answer.
I had 3 of our staff working on that, and they wrapped up what we think is the first attempt. I'm sure it's going to come back to us for more information, but they wanted 5 years of our information. So as you can imagine from our census of how much growth we've had to show every permit. Again, I think for smaller communities, it's probably a lot easier. For us, it's quite a lot of information. So we submitted that to our engineers. Lance put our zoning map with that tonight, and our grant writer from MRV is hopefully submitting that all to the state tomorrow, which we're hoping to have designation hopefully fairly quickly, because we're going after some grants at the end of July, which we need to be pro housing certified to be able to submit for the grants. So
Multi-step process.
it's a multi-step process, so we've been very busy at that. The other big project I've had on our plate this week is mobile home parks. It's that time of the year that we go out and do our yearly inspection for the town board. They came back with quite a list of violations, as we always do. So we've been working with getting that information to the parks. The other big issue that we've been addressing with the parks in communication with the town board is the private roads in these parks have deteriorated quite a bit. The town board is requesting that we give them a year so that they can budget for repairs that are needed and go after anything that really needs major repairs right now to have it fixed immediately, but really a redo of all these private roads in these mobile home parks to get them back up to where they should be. Right. I mean, there's a couple very large potholes, and so it's a safety hazard. So we've had a lot of staff working on that as well. So on top of all of our normal day-to-day stuff that we handle, those have been the big projects as of late. And I want to give a lot of credit to Ron. He's stepped up and has helped me dramatically with some planning and zoning projects. Just because I can only be so many places at once. So
Cool.
Ron has done a lot of help with that too. So I appreciate that.
Perfect. Paula?
I don't really have anything.
Okay, Lance.
As mentioned with Dan, we're doing a lot of the grant stuff right now, so it's a little bit of collaboration from our team and Ez. We are still very much in the middle of doing MS4 updates with the town. Every year, town has responsibilities. We're in a 5-year plan to be fully compliant. Town of Farmington is vastly ahead of other areas. But so this year was really trying to implement all the procedures that we've drafted up last year and getting those inspections and data collection processes in place so that we can figure out where we need help in. And while we're doing that, we're also applying for an MS4 mapping grant in hopes that next year, as a town were to obtain that, that would help us with some of the gaps of information that we're missing. So it's constantly just working with the town to get that up to speed. The site design criteria was updated once again, and that's up on the website as well. So I think everything's moving forward pretty good.
Perfect, perfect.
I will add, yeah, Lance reminded me, in stormwater, that's a whole nother project that I've been working with our construction inspectors because we don't have a stormwater inspector at the moment. And MRB has picked up a lot of slack for us too, so I appreciate their help on that. And then our construction inspectors, on top of their normal duties, are going out and actually they had a crash course by MRB on how to do inspections, and so DEC is putting a little pressure on us. In our primary quadrant, we have to be 100% by the end of the year. So on our outfalls and our catch basins. So I've been working with Tim, trying to figure out how we can get staff in the right places for that as well. So a lot going on.
Two things. Number one, there's still time to register for the New York Planning Federation Conference in Canandaigua coming up July 8th. What? No, not the 8th. The second Friday in November, July.
Okay,
The other thing, and get your requests into the town board for
Right.
authorization for reimbursement. The other thing is on the August meeting that Dan wants to have a workshop with the planning board at 6:30.
Mhm.
John, make sure that the notice to the newspaper identifies that workshop from 6:30 to 7,
Right.
and that it gets posted on the town website.
Good.
So Ron was right about the July 8th. That's the deadline to apply for the Planning Federation.
Okay,
So if you want to go, we need to know by the 8th. Just don't see the date of the training, but as Ron said, I think it's that second Friday.
It's the 11th.
11th, I think it is.
Yeah. Just don't see it on this.
okay.
They have a crack staff from MRB giving a lot of the
Any
training.
MRB doing the presentation?
Only some.
Just a crack.
All right. Ms. Public. Comments? Questions, concerns?
I'm good right now, but thank you.
Okay, all right. Board. Anybody? No. Adrian, I know you always have something. Okay. All right. For me, I don't have anything either. I mean, I've been working with staff. We do have an application that we approved that the applicant wants to talk to me and staff about some changes. We'll see what happens. Go from there. With that, I have nothing else. Motion to adjourn by Tim, seconded by Adrian. All in favor? Aye. All right, thank you. Meeting over.